who followed former President Nelson Mandela. Hello and welcome to our studios.
Welcome to you and welcome to the viewers.
Thank you, Jan. You've had quite a long and illustrious career. Could you take us through, how long it has been? You're now retired?
I am retired for over 10 years, but I was working for the SABC 35 years as a news cameraman, and I've been attending very many events which I have to cover for the news. And I have got pleasure, and it was a very interesting things because I took one of the first pictures of the Mandela president, who come after 2 weeks or 3 weeks in Cape Town. That was his first visit in Johannesburg, in his house in Soweto. And I did first interview on TV for him, and in the same time I took these pictures, which is, I think, one of my highlights, because it's in color, it's in like one African dress, and that's what everybody likes about this picture, and it's, I think, is my highlight. I was doing also quite a lot of work for the SABC, especially during the war in Mozambique and war in Angola, which I managed to get for the SABC in exclusive interview with Jonas Savimbi when he was still fighting Cubans there. I've got some pictures of this also here, which...
You have quite a collection of...
Yes, you see, I have got my private archives, you know, that is a picture of this from Angola, beautiful. Which I collect, because, as I said, for 65 years now I've been taking pictures. I always have my camera with me.
Now tell us about some of your memories of Madiba.
I meet him several times, quite often actually, over a period of 5 years, because I was covering news event which he was attending as a president, and that was usually every week which I have to meet him. With these pictures is also quite a history, because they were also taken a portrait picture of him, and he asked me then because he doesn't know, says, please tell me, how must I pose for the pictures?
We have two different distinct poses.
Yes, I mentioned to him, you look very well when you smile, because sometimes when he was serious, it was too serious and too sad.
Sure. And
since then, I think, like you can see on some other pictures, he is smiling, and this gives us some warmth, you know, some pleasure which he has. And then he always remembered me, because whenever I was somewhere there, he always greeted me from on his side.
So he recognized you often and greeted you warmly.
Always the same, always very pleasant, very warm, and very friendly.
Yes.
It's even that's what he write for me.
Ah, a special message.
Yeah.
To Mr. and Mrs. Kopec, compliments and best wishes to our accomplished photographer. This was in 1995, 19th of February 1995. Yes. Wonderful.
And also I would like to mention something about this picture, the history. It's old stuff of SABC when we were invited for a dinner with President Mandela. I think it was just after the election. Everybody was on that pictures. Sure. And some of these friends of mine are still working at the SABC. They might be still quite young. I am getting older.
And, looking at your interactions with Madiba, did you go to his home?
Yes, in Pretoria, when he was staying in his residence in Pretoria. I wasn't in Cape Town, but in Pretoria I was about 3 or 4 times there. It was very interesting story also when the delegation, high-ranking sheikhs from Saudi Arabia arrived. I was also invited to film that event in Pretoria.
Okay, we're going to have we're going to come back to this conversation, and but just need to cross over to